around 220, 225.
I'm hoping we can get a bounce.
I wish I was trying to find, I couldn't find it, but what their earnings was last quarter, because if the earnings were better than last quarter.
You just look in the filings. Look in the SEC filings.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing that.
Hold on, are we live yet? Yeah, we're live.
What's up, YouTubers? Morning.
Okay. January 22nd, 2020. It's the only January 2nd of 2020 we're ever going to have. So let's make the most of it. Let's check out the watch list. Top of the watch list right now for me is, and I think for a lot of people, is FCEL. So this morning they put out earnings, and I guess the reaction to the earnings wasn't that good. What was it? They made like 4 million less than they projected.
400,000, I think.
400,000. That doesn't sound that bad. But I guess it's worse than we thought. Oh, disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor.
Neither am I.
Neither is Henry. I don't recommend anybody follow my trades. I had a really bad week last week, and yesterday didn't start out well, but that's okay. So I don't recommend anybody follow our trades. This is for pure entertainment purposes only, and we do have fun doing it. So enough about the disclaimer, and let's get on with the watch list. FCEL top watch. I got into bed super early last night, so I got up at 5:45 Central Time. I was ready for the market open, or the pre-market open. Immediately the reaction was bad, which I was thinking and anticipating that the reaction was going to be bad on FCEL. And I actually tried to short it at 318, but I barely missed it, and so I had to chase it down a little bit. I got some at 294. And then I got some more at 270. Let me look at my 294 and 278. And then I covered a piece in the 250s. I covered some more in the 230s. I covered some more down at like 203. I reshorted some at 229, 225. No, 229. Yep. Shorted some more. I have orders to short more at 250s, 260s. I got orders to short at 250s. 240. I got some to short at 240, 249, 265, 278, and 288. And I got those orders in early because I don't think there's going to be any shares to short when the market opens. Right now it's consolidating, so hopefully we can get a bounce somewhere in the twos.
Stock squeezing. NTRP. Phase 2 news. Positive news.
You said NT?
And as in Nancy, T as in Tom, R as in Robert, P as in Paul.
Oh, wow. Where did that one come from?
It just popped up on my scanner.
Let's see if it's on my... Yep, it's on my...
Alzheimer's disease gets $2.7 million from National Institution of Health to support additional phase 2 clinical study. Shows improvement in cognitive function of pre-specified Alzheimer's.
All right, that one is added to the watch list for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's fairly low float. Let me see. What's Yahoo say on it? 8-9 million? What is it? NTRP.
And can you say what their news was again?
So good results on phase 2 study for Alzheimer's
Oh,
disease,
wow.
improvement with cognitive function, so how they function. Float looks like about 9.8 million from Yahoo, so fairly decent low float.
I kind of want to buy it here.
And say, is this the pullback to buy?
I mean, the news just came out. Let's look at the daily. Wow. Oh, I'm buying. The daily looks really clean.
All right, I'm in with you at 228.
Let's see here. Dang it, I missed it. There, never mind, I got it. Woo!
See what it does.
I'm going to add if it dips down towards 2.
We got 4 minutes.
All right, so so that's TTNRP. Let's go over a couple others on the watch list. Another one, Trill, last week's runner. If you look at the daily here on this one,
Yeah, I sent you a message earlier with squeezing, and it kind of pulled back. And
I like the daily chart a lot actually. So if you look at the daily, it squeezed up, it pulled back, and now it's putting in higher lows on the daily. So we're putting in some higher lows on the daily, and now it's gapping up over 3. So I like Trill to absorb some sellers and accumulate and dips to get bought up in here in the 280s and 290s. So that was one that I was thinking of possibly going long on in the 280s and 290s. So that's one. Another one, Neo, looking super strong on the daily. It's making a comeback. It's the Chinese Tesla. So that one is moving. That one's breaking out on the daily chart. Let's see what else. I'm also watching SPCE for a short. It's gapping up right now. It's up in the. It's gapping up in the 1850s. So I'm watching this one for a short. So we'll just hang tight on that one. That one's kind of on the back burner. We're just waiting. Been watching it for a few days now. See what else. OSS was a top percent gainer today. Did you look at the news on this one?
Oh yeah, I was watching that one earlier. Yeah, they had some stuff.
It's kind of giving it up right now. It's kind of giving it up right now.
So they beat their earnings, though, it looks like. So
I really think that this NTRP is going to go.
yeah, I'm liking it for sure. It's got what we look for: low float. I mean, it's got low value right now, but it's picking up. It's got phase 2 positive news. I mean, I go with the odds. When that happens, they usually run. We had 50 seconds to market open.
And it's squeezing right now. I'm going to buy more. I got some more at 237. So we'll put that one on the top of the watch. It's NTRP. Oh, there's the pre-market action. All right.
Anybody watching in anything?
Anybody in anything? Or anybody short FCEL? I don't know if you're here earlier when I went over it, but I got orders in the 240s, 250s, 260s to short FCEL. FCEL dropping more, and there it goes. NTRP hitting high day scanner. Okay, so getting rejected. Trill dipping down. Space selling off. And it's is it gonna go?
It's acting like it wants to.
There it goes. There it goes. Are you gonna sell part of it into this squeeze? I am.
You know what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna raise the stop loss up.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to get some out at 265. And how come I didn't get? What the hell? Oh no. Did I sell it all? Oh no. Cancel that order. Cancel. Cancel.
Boom. Go, bitch.
Shit. Damn it. It took me all out. I accidentally hit the button twice. Fat finger mistake, and I got it all out. I'm all out at 265. Fuck. Son of a bitch. That's annoying. Damn it, man.
Low past 3. Come on, squeeze, bitch.
Come on. Getting terrible executions. I just bought some more at 291. I think this thing's going to keep going. All right. So I'm back. Actually, I'm in at 283. Got a better execution than I thought.
I'm up over $500 already.
There we go.
Squeeze, bitch.
Nice.
Ow.
Nice.
Winner.
Good call, Henry. Nice way to catch this one, bro.
Woo. I sold half into that squeeze. I got 1,000 shares left.
I'm so irritated that I sold all my shares. Oh, I hit the button twice, and then I didn't cancel the order fast enough, and it executed me on everything.
So I got my stop loss in at 290. Might kick me out here in this pullback, but I'm not going to move it.
I'm in at 283. I'm looking to add, man. Oh, Trill. That one bounced off $3 perfectly. And it's climbing.
Did it? Sweet. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I got filled. I had an order set at 303. Just 500 shares of that one.
So I'm thinking, all right, NTRP's got a float of 12 million. So relatively low float, nothing super crazy, but this thing could easily squeeze $1, $2 a share. What the hell just happened?
Well, drill is squeezed now too. Man, I got a good entry there.
What happened to my... Okay.
Squeeze. Squeeze.
Why is my chart's not up?
Look at Trip. Boom. Boom.
Trill squeezing?
Yeah. I'm in at 303. It's at 330, 335 right now. Move my stop loss up to 323.
Oh yeah. There was too much going on. There was too much going on. I couldn't get a hold of Trill.
Well, I had a buy already set for 303. Oh, I'm about ready to get taken out of NTRP. I got my stop at 290.
I'm looking to add back a VWAP on right in here somewhere. Not sure exactly where, but
Well, if it takes me out, I'll take my profits and I'll just buy back in if it.
I'm gonna add
I'm
right
gonna be
here.
strong on my stop loss here.
Buy. I added at 303. Kind of. I don't really like the ad that much. I really wanted 270s, but
Man, all my trades are working out. I got a buy at 205 with FCEL. I bought that dip.
oh, nice.
Remember I said even though they had bad earnings, if it was better than the last quarter, they still freaking squeeze.
Well, I mean, it's also down $1 a share too, so you know
Exactly.
we should expect some type of retracement,
Exactly.
some kind of bounce, something, you know. I'm thinking NTRP can be our big runner for the day.
All right, Trill just hit my stop loss at 323, so I made $100 in that one. I'm 500 shares, so I'll take it. All right, so that's one less to worry about right now. I gotta get my. What do I want to sell FCEL at?
There we go. NTRP about to test high day. Could rip through high day. Hey, phase 2 news is pretty good. Phase 3 is the best. But either can move the stock really well. Anybody that doesn't understand biotechs, positive, you know, these biotechs have to go through 3 different phases to get approved by the FDA. And it takes forever and it takes a shit ton of money. They have to go through 3 different phases and it takes, you know, years sometimes. But so whenever they put out news on if they got, you know, positive phase 2 results or they got FDA approval for they got through a certain phase, then it can really move the stocks. It's a pretty good catalyst.
Yep, we like phase 1, 2, 3 in news. All right, so I got my sell set in for FCEL. Needs to break through 230 before I think she's going to squeeze anymore, just with all that consolidation pre-market after it sold off.
Trill, that dip's getting bought up at 310. And NTRP. OSS hitting the high day scanner now. Kind of dipped down at the open and now it's kind of popping off a little bit. It's a multi-month breakout over 3. It's got a float of 9 million OSS. But I'm already in FCEL and I'm already in NTRP. NTRP is my main watch right now. I'm just looking for FCEL to bounce a little bit more so I can get some more shares to short on it.
You're buying shares on the way up to short. I got my stop in to sell on the way up.
Here we go. There's 33. I think my first order's in at 240.
I got my first sell in at 250.
Right now my average is 274. SPCE squeezing still up to 19. Wow. All right, so pullback on NTRP. I'm gonna look to buy more here, actually.
Yeah, I took my stop loss off because I'm like,
Just got to find a good spot to buy. Thinking right off 275. I'm gonna put an order in at 276. I don't even know if it's gonna go down that far. Yeah, it probably will.
Find out right here.
I'm gonna buy some more at 282, 283. All right, I got some more at 282. I don't know why, but right this morning I feel really, I have like a really strong conviction in this long on NTRP that we're gonna get continuation and we're gonna get squeezes up to over high a day, over 325. I really like. I'm normally not this optimistic about the longs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be really sad if I'm wrong.
I'm confident in it too. Low float, phase 2 news, good news. The volume's picking up.
Boom! I just got an execution on FCEL. At least I think. Yep, I did. All right. I don't know why I didn't have the patience to get it at 276, but whatever. To buy more here or to not buy more? I probably have enough, don't I? God, I really want more.
Is it just going to go below?
Oh, look at that. Just touched off of 276.
Yep.
Or 275. I almost added right there. I was going to add it 277 and then it just kind of bounced off of it.
And it's probably going to start to squeeze.
So my average now is 289.
Yeah, I sold that first 1,000 into the push, and then I bought with you. So now my average is 285, but I got 2,000 shares.
Yeah, I only have 1,600.
So the next push to 3, I'm going to probably sell 1,000. I'm going to knock out 500 probably here if it hits 3.
I think I'm going to sell in smaller lots this time.
Yeah, I'm going to sell 500 at a crack.
Yeah, like I usually sell like half first. Instead of selling half, I think I'm going to sell a quarter this time.
It's looking like it wants to go.
FCEL still going up. I got an order to short at 249. Hopefully it gets there. Oh, Mark Crook bought FCEL too. He sold. Now he's looking for a short at 250. Sweet. That's exactly what I was thinking. So it's at 242 now.
I'm hoping all you shorts buy in so it squeezes. See, this is where me and Brian go. He's trying to short him. I'm trying to go long.
Well, you bought it down in the low twos.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Now we're starting to squeeze a little bit on NTRP. I'm going to get ready to sell some. I'm going to sell some right here. I should sell some over 3, right?
I'm waiting until it push a high day because I think it's going to do it here in a couple minutes.
I'll just sell a little bit since, I mean, I want to sell more, but because every time I sell, it squeezes right after I sell, it feels like.
Yeah, it's going to squeeze here, so I don't know if you sold already.
No,
I got my
haven't.
finger on the trigger. The next long green candle I'm going to sell into.
Come on.
It wants to.
Oh, rejected. Damn, man. Should have sold some there.
It's alright. Let's see what it does here.
Oh, that's annoying. God, why didn't I sell some there?
Because I told you to have patience, and it's going to pay off. Trust me. Look at that. It's getting bought up. Patience, my dear Watson. Patience. I'm going to sell the next, or 500 in the next push here. And then just raise the stop loss up for my remaining.
See, now that I missed a sell right there at like 305, I'm going to be real anxious to sell once it hits that again.
I mean, it's starting to set up a bow flag.
I know, huh? You're right.
There you go. I mean, if you really want to, you can sell into this little push.
But as soon as I sell, then it's going to just rip towards high day. All right, I'll sell a small piece. Fuck, missed it. I got an order at 302 to sell some, but it's not really. Yeah, I'll wait. Come on. Come on. Come on. There it goes. Come on. Come to Papa. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck. Damn it, I almost sold right there. Like, I had to order at 315 ready to sell some. Now I moved it down to 309. I sold some at 310. It's gonna rip right now though. I only sold a small piece. I got 1,600 shares. I only sold 300.
I sold 500. I got it at 308. So I got 1,500 left. So I'm gonna wait for the next push.
I'm gonna try to sell some more at 324.
Yeah, I see a lot of on the level 2 levels at 319, 324, and then they jump to 349. Pull back. Hopefully it gets bought up again.
I mean, if you look at the 5-minute chart on this, it's looking real clean. I mean, I guess it is up 100%. It's up 100% on the day, Henry.
Brian's famous last words.
It can't go any higher.
It ain't going any higher. It's already up 100%.
Hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Yep, it's up 100% on the day. It's up 100% in the day. How can it possibly go higher?
It's up 105% right now.
I know, huh? And then it squeezes hard. Actually, the fact that it's up a lot makes it more likely to go higher.
Longer it hangs around $3, the happier I am.
Here we go. Where's your next sell going to be at? I think I'm going to try to sell at 320, 322.
Yeah. 320.
320.
Yep.
In case it gets rejected by high day.
Yep. Look at that. Boom. 315.
15. Maybe I should have sold some there. No. Trend is still intact.
A lot of buys coming in at 310.
There we go. Boom. I got to sell in.
I sold 500 at 332. I hit top pitch that almost. Damn it.
I got an execution at 333.
It's alright. Now I'm going to hold my other 1,000 shares.
Same here. Same fucking here.
Squeeze,
bitch. Squeeze. Yes.
Come on, people, get in here and get buying.
Come on, we got all those breakout buyers. God, I just love this setup, dude. I love this setup. You know? This setup is so money. It works so often. It's, the stock spikes. It's a top percent gainer on the day. It spikes up. It pulls back. It holds VWAP. Can't let yourself get shaken out by these little dips right here. Holds VWAP and then just puts in the higher lows and then just rips, man. Gotta fucking love it. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna sell some in the 340s.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop. I only got 1,000 shares left, so I'm gonna drop and sell 200 of that pop.
Okay, I got an order in at 340, but no execution yet. Yeah, fuck that, I'll wait. Actually, if it's gonna get to 340, it's gonna get to 350. So I'm gonna put my next sell order in at 350. Is it rolling over here? Oh, there it goes. Damn. Should have sold more into that, don't you think? Or no?
Yeah. I mean, I sold 200 more, so I got 800 shares left.
I still got 1,000. I think as long as it holds over 3, we're okay. Damn it, I wish I would have sold more into that squeeze. Oh well.
Might roll over and come down and test VWAP again.
Yeah. I like if it continues to hold over 3.
Yeah. Keeps getting bought up now. Looks like around 310, so that's good.
So I bought a little bit more right there. Because it looks like it's holding that 310. It's putting in the higher low. So get some more at 315. See how it holds. It's putting in the higher low. The trend is still intact right here. I'm thinking we might get another squeeze higher. So look at the 5-minute chart. Yeah, trend is still definitely intact. For sure.
Come on, baby. Where's all the FOMO people at?
Well, they're there. We're 324 now.
Is there shares to short in this?
Oh, that's a good question. I'll check. No, there's no shares to short. Not at E-Trade. You'd have to, you know, if there's a better broker out there would have shares to short. Maybe at Centerpoint Securities or Trade Zero. Maybe Speed Trader. Probably should have waited to buy closer to 3. But I feel like this trend is just intact. There's 306. There's 3. I might buy some more right here. Buy another small piece. Buy. Come on. Alright, I got some more at 305. New average is 295. Okay, testing VWAP right here. So, if it fails, what's your risk?
270.
275. God, that's a wide risk.
See that bottom tail? It was like
God.
the 274.
I don't know, man. I may just use my entry as my risk. I mean, I'm in at 295.
Yeah.
So if it just maybe 290, man,
It's 283 right now.
it's gonna have to hold this for me to feel comfortable in the trade. I should have sold more up there near 340.
If it takes me out at 270, I'll be up about 850 bucks. So I'm okay with risking another $170.
That's fair enough.
Just because that bottom tail that went below VWAP earlier was 274, so I don't want to put 275, and then it just gets bought up, you know, at that quarter mark, 250, 275, you know.
Man,
So,
I just feel like if it dips below, if it goes all the way down to the 270s, I just feel like the trend is going to be broken. Like if you look at the 5-minute chart on it, you know, it's got you draw a perfect trend line from.
that's what I'm saying, 270, because if it breaks that, then I think it's over with.
Maybe you're right. We'll see. Hopefully we don't even have to worry about that. Hopefully it just keeps squeezing.
Yep.
You know. Other than that, FCEL looking kind of looks like it may have found a top at 247, and I had a short in at 249, so I didn't get executed. But I still have 1,300 shares left. I had 2,000 earlier this morning. Took profits, and FCEL looks to be rolling over a bit. Trill rolling over a bit. SUP hitting the high day scanner. Oh shit. Multi-month breakout over the 390s. Slap down though. Oops. Get that back up. 24 million in the float. NNVC. Holy shit! Look at that gap down on NNVC.
I told you about that this morning.
Oh, I didn't realize that it gapped down that much.
Yeah.
My God.
I was watching it and.
Wow. My God. That's horrible. Also, hey, one positive thing, if you look at on the daily chart, NTRP is over the 200-day moving average. At least I think it is. A lot of traders use the 200-day moving average as like, if it's over it, it's a buy. If it's under it, it's a sell. Kind of like VWAP, I guess. So yeah, NTRP holding strong. God, I would love to get a rip to 4. That's kind of what my expectations are, but I shouldn't expect that out of it. Anybody else in NTRP besides me and Henry? Anybody? Or is it we got a bunch of scared money out there?
Anybody?
Just kidding.
People?
Your money should be scared because it can easily be taken from you.
Yep.
So that was my problem in the beginning, was my money wasn't scared enough, man. I was too anxious to get in. Is Neo still going up?
Yeah, I'm almost ready to buy it.
It's looking choppy up here, man. Look at that. Spike, sell, spike. To me, it kind of looks like a short.
I made a little bit on it yesterday. I'm fucking mad. I bought it 485 yesterday. It sold at like 515.
SPCE looking like a short.
I don't know why I didn't swing it, because it's not a stock that drops.
Spike fail.
You know? I should have swung it over 90, but I didn't.
Probably should have took some short on SPCE at 19, but I didn't. It's okay though. OSS doing nothing. Trill. Spike, fail. Spike, fail. Looking pretty choppy. Doesn't look like it knows what it wants to do. NVAX sold off from yesterday. Still selling off. I was hoping for a bounce so I could short into it somewhere close to red to green.
From yesterday, while we're waiting to see what happens here. Tell them how work cost me money yesterday.
Why don't you tell them, Henry? How did work cost you money yesterday, buddy?
Are you on NVC? Go to that chart from yesterday.
Okay.
Where it was
NVAX?
Yeah.
All right, got it up. You were buying at what price?
Well, I bought the morning when it was getting halted. And then...
No, you're buying pre-market at $8.
No, NNVC.
Oh, NNVC. Yeah, we need to talk about NNVC and NVAX.
So I bought that morning where it got halted. I was in like 4 halt. And then it pulled back. And I bought more shares. My average price was initially like $5.50 range.
Okay, where did you bought into that initial squeeze? That first squeeze of the day?
Yeah, my initial price was $7.
Okay, and then when it failed, you added to your position?
Yeah, I added my position, so my average was like $5.60 or something.
Okay, and then you sold into the squeeze into the afternoon?
Yeah, because I had to go to work.
Okay.
What time first start squeeze? What time was that? No, on the chart, go over now where it starts squeezing. What time does it start
I'm
squeezing?
selling some more right now. I sold some more NTRP at 326.
Oh yeah, squeezing up. So anyway, I had to go to work, so I put in a sell at 9:25.
Oh wow! And then it got executed.
It took me out. I mean, I made good money on it, but if I would have been home, I wouldn't have sold. You know, I would have rode that out.
Oh, you would have rode that out more.
You know me? The strength? Man, I probably would have bought more.
Yeah, I actually bought in the afternoon during power hour. I was watching the 1 minute chart, but I got an execution, I think probably on this candle right here. If I remember correctly, it was like $11.15. And then I immediately sold into the squeeze on a break. I sold some, I think, at like $12.50, and then the rest of it at like a little over $3, like right over $3.
I ended up making like $1,800. It was awesome, but it could have been a lot more.
I didn't make that much. I made a few $100. That's about it. Me, Chosen V, you're in? What price you in at, Chosen V? And NTRP.
All right, go back to the chart, Brian, because I think it's about ready to test high day again.
Okay. Yeah, after here in a little bit, we got to talk about INVAX too. Reevaluate that one. I had a big loser on that one. I made a little bit back on the long, but is it going to get through high day right here?
I think so.
Here we go. I got an order to sell 300 more shares at 350. It's going to get there. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
What's your price tag? What are you in at, Chosen V? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, rejected so far.
It's all right.
Man.
I like the new high day. It's going to blow past it here.
I feel like I got to sell some now.
I only got 800 shares left, so I'm going to get my trigger to sell 200 if it blows past
Henry.
3.
I'm selling some right here. I sold some right there. That rejection, that double top right there, made me nervous, so I sold some more at 330, which that's probably a bad sell, but that's okay. I mean, nothing wrong with locking in profits.
Nope.
Here we go. I think I'm gonna sell some more I'm gonna try to sell more at 260.
We got 20 seconds left for this minute candle. I want to see what it does in this candle when it closes out. It's looking strong.
It is looking strong.
I'm starting to see sells at 350 and then 386. I'm holding. I'm going to sell 200 if it squeezes past 350, and then hold my 600 shares to see if it makes a run to 4.
Chosen V, what price you in on NTRP? Still there, bro?
Come on, squeeze. Liking it. It's pretty strong up here, it looks like.
It is. It's looking like we're setting up for one of those huge extended candles. Here we go. We're over 350 now.
Love to see an 2-inch long candle. Green.
Touch 350 and rejected. Ouch. Man.
That's all right. Starting to get bought up still now at 340, so.
Yeah, I think we'll get over 350.
Yeah. I almost got kicked out of FCEL. I put my stop loss at 220, pulled back to 222, and then took off again. It's probably going to go trading in that channel again, like been for the last freaking week and a half.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking the opposite about FCEL.
You think it's going to?
No, I don't think it's going to squeeze. I think that this is going to be a multi-day loser. I think that it's now that their earnings are out and they had a bad reaction and there was such a huge sell-off. I think that this thing is going to have multiple red days. We'll see, though. I have a really good average. So right now my average on FCEL is 267.
Nice.
With my ad from 240, so I'm just going to hold this fucker for a while. I mean, and right now it tried to, it did bounce. I mean, it was a good dip buy from 2 to 250 almost. So, you made 50 cents a share there. If you timed it just right, but
yeah, now I got, like I said, I just got my stop loss. I only got 500 shares left because I sold into that squeeze up in the 230, 240s.
That's good.
So,
it's good you sold some.
Yeah.
All right, we're still holding up near 350.
This trend is definitely still intact. I love it. Use this zoom out. I love that. It's a beautiful setup. So mad I didn't see it pre-market in the 180s. And why I did pop up my scanner until frickin' when I told you about it, I don't know why. It was up 60% when it popped up on my thing. I don't know why. So frustrating.
Anybody out there a Tim Sykes student? Henry's definitely not a Tim Sykes student.
Nope.
He drinks all that haterade. Well, I guess you didn't need him. I needed him though, because I didn't know how to learn. I didn't know where to start. Learn how to trade these fuckers.
Maybe he was different 5 years ago, but it just seems like now he's like I wouldn't say a hypocrite, but I don't know. Especially the last few times we listened to his live trading. I mean, it just seems like he says he don't, but it just seems like he's pumping stocks.
Let's see if he traded anything today. He was trading CYDY.
Was it a 3-cent stock?
$1.10.
Oh.
He says out for small losses, massive Wallace arrows, don't like buying, right back into brick despite good news. NTRP was the far better spiker at the open. Yay, and we got it. We're still in it. Damn, I would still be in from the 160s, man.
And then some of the stuff he buys, I don't understand why he buys it.
He usually says the reason why. Like they put out a newsletter or something like that, or the chart, or So, just depends. So we're gonna get over 350 on this NTRP. I'm getting really impatient up here.
He buys a lot of OTC stocks, which I don't. So.
Yeah, I don't like trading the OTC market very much because the executions are so fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's like you'll put in the order, trying to hit the ask or hit the bid, whatever you're trying to do, short or buy, and normally just like on a NASDAQ, you get an immediate fill if you're hitting the ask if you're trying to buy, and you'll even put it above. And I've had times where I was trading in OTC and it just went right through my order. I'm like, how come I didn't get an execution? I had my buy price above the ask. What the fuck? Didn't work.
I put my stop loss in at 325 just because I think it's either going to squeeze or have a big red death candle. So if it takes me out of 325 and squeezes down to $3, I'm just going to rebuy. But that's how I'm feeling. Up there it is. Just took me out. All right, I'm all out of it. I made $1,128.50.
Wow.
That was funny. We just talked that, and it just did what it. I should have put the 324. I don't know why I put it right on the quarter mark, but
yeah, it's usually always better to put it just under the quarter or $half or whole dollar marks.
that's right. I'm happy with $1,128.
I'm still in. I'm hanging in here. I mean, my average cost bias right now is $3.90 or $2.92. So
this is kind of a flip. You're still long, and I took myself out.
no shit, huh? That never happens.
But you know me, if it starts squeezing, I'll buy into strength. I'm not scared.
Yeah, actually, what I might do is I might just like say we end the live stream and like I'm gonna actually go do some cryotherapy today. Anybody know?
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I did it yesterday for the first time ever.
That's like the really cold stuff, right?
Yeah, they put you in this. It's kind of like a tanning bed, but your head is sticking out.
Yeah, you're standing up.
You're standing up. Yeah, and then you're in there for 3 minutes, and they have it at a temperature of like negative 294. Now that sounds like so fucking extreme, but if you can handle a cold shower, you can handle it. It's not that bad. So I did some of that yesterday. It's supposed to kill all the inflammation in your body. Well, not kill it, but it's supposed to reduce the inflammation in your body. So it's supposed to be really good for, arthritis, any kind of stuff like that. It's good for inflammation. It's good for your testosterone levels.
I'm back in Trill at 336.
Yeah, Trill's looking strong, man. I was just thinking that had it on a side chart over here. All the dips are getting bought up. Trill's looking definitely strong.
Took 1,000 shares at 336. So.
Yeah, and then if it gets over 350, dude. Really, 4 is the true breakout, but even over 350.
Testing high day right now, so it's got a lot of resistance at 340. So.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good right now.
Man, at 336, I'm gonna risk 10 cents. I'm gonna risk 326. Screw it. Put my stop loss in so I can just move my cursor mouse up and down. Definitely a big fan of that with Thinkorswim. I like it. I like it a lot.
So Henry's gonna be done with his job in how many working days?
25 or 26, I think.
Yeah, 26 days. Henry's gonna be done with his real job, and he's gonna be trading full time, 100%. So that'll be a cool little journey, for a live stream to follow his progress. Are you nervous, Henry?
Not as much as I was when I decided a few months ago. I got a part-time job lined up too, so I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna bet on myself.
Hey, dude,
You only rely on yourself in this world. So.
That's what I would say. I'm a huge believer. Always bet on yourself, man.
I've been consistently doing this, profitable for 6 months plus.
Henry, I'm thinking about buying more right here on NTRP.
Let me go back to that. I almost got kicked out of Trill. It pulled back, but it didn't take me out, so that's awesome. So I'm still hanging in there. Ooh, yeah. Shit. Bounced perfectly off of VWAP.
All right, I got some more. So now my new average is, I only bought 300 shares though added. So now I got another 1,000 shares. My average now, what did I get executed on? Nothing. Anyways, my average.
I'm in at 318.
My average now is 299. So I mean, if this thing doesn't squeeze out this morning and go to 4, as long as, so now that my average is 299, I'm just gonna hold, and as long as I'm gonna put a stop loss in at, like, I don't know, probably probably 299. I'll put it, or 290, 297, 296. And as long as it holds and it doesn't hit my risk, I think that this thing, and holds over VWAP, I think we can get a power hour squeeze out of this. If not this morning.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why I believe in this stock so much this morning.
Troll just took me out. Damn it. That's alright. I'll watch that. As long as it stays above VWAP.
Oh, thanks, Chosen V. I appreciate that. He says, you guys should stream every day. I'm learning a lot with you and Henry. No joke. Oh, man, that's what we're here for, bro. Well,
Thanks, Chosen.
and we're here to just have fun, you know? Glad you're learning a lot. When I first started trading, the first time I started trading is back in like 2009, I think, and I had nowhere to learn. There's like, I didn't even know where to start to learn. So I was just like buying and selling just stocks randomly. And I didn't know anything about the float or reading technical analysis. I didn't know anything about fundamentals. I didn't know anything about the news. I didn't know, hell, I was trying to trade from just straight from the website. I didn't even know that there was like, that you actually had software where you could trade shit in and out and use hotkeys. Didn't know anything about any of that, and I just got my ass kicked and I quit. So it wasn't until I actually subscribed to a service. But nowadays, fuck, man, there's so much free content out there. You can learn without even subscribing to a service. I mean,
that's how I did it.
You know, I'm a Tim Sykes student, so, and that's how I learned. But Henry, he never even subscribed to a service. You know?
Just watch hours and hours and hours of YouTube videos.
You know, he was actually, we knew each other before, and I'd see him here and there, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm buying this weed stock."
Yeah, I hit it good when the weed stocks blew up. It got me interested for sure.
Yeah, but I could tell when he was showing me shit, I was like, "Wow, Henry has no clue what the fuck he's doing." But you know, he started studying, and I started showing him, "Look, dude, look at these moves. Look at these moves on these other." I was like, I remember telling him, "Bro, that sector's dead. The weed sector's dead right now. It's done. It's over. Don't hold. You can't hold on to these things for fucking ever." And then he started studying. And then we started talking on the phone.
And then almost 2 years later, we're profitable. Well, maybe not 2 years, a good year or so.
About a year.
Yeah.
Me and Henry have been conversing back and forth for about a year.
And the good thing with us, whoever's listening, it's like, we're no gurus. You know, we're not trying to sell you subscriptions and that. It's just, we're offering just free, but
we're offering entertainment is what we're offering.
Entertainment, yeah, there we go.
That's all. That's all we're offering. It's a good time, and hopefully you make a few bucks in the process. Yeah. So the reason why we don't do it every day, Chosen V, is you know, I mean, there's like, for me, a lot of times if I have my kid here in the morning with me, I can't do a live stream with her in the background. She's too much of a distraction. She'll be making noise and she'll fuck shit up. Anyway, so when I get her to school, I get her to school, and then that's why we start at 8:20. Is I get her to school by 8, drive back here, set up everything on the live stream, and then also some nights, I own a bar. We're getting lots of sellers down here at 3 on NTRP. Is it gonna hold? Is it gonna hold 3, Henry? Is this another buy spot?
Got my finger on the trigger.
I'm pulling the trigger. I'm buying some more. Damn it! I missed it. I'm just gonna put a buy in it. I got a buy in at 305.
Yep. My average is 307, so hopefully it takes off and bounces again off a VWAP here.
Let's see if I get a fill. 305. And I get a fill. Come on. That's okay if I don't get a fill. I don't even want a damn fill. All right, so we're bouncing off $3 perfectly. Sweet. Anyways, so yeah, and then I own a lot of times I have to work late till late at night. And I might not get into bed till like 2:30 or 3 in the morning. So the next day, a lot of times I'm not. It's on the days that we do the live streams. Basically on the days whenever I get a full night's rest and I get up early and get my kid and get myself together and ready for the live stream. There's probably some mornings where I'm too fucking tired. I shouldn't be trading at all. But hopefully one day I can sell my business and do this. I got a family to support though, so in order for me to do this full time, I gotta be
more than me.
I gotta be making. I told myself that if I'm gonna do this full time, 100% and sell the security of my business, that I'm gonna have to make a minimum. I'm gonna have to be making a minimum of $20,000 a month, and I'm gonna have to do that for consistently for 2 years for me to feel comfortable. So, but that's not really that far away. It feels very attainable. I mean, in December, I made almost 12 grand. So $20,000 is very, 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 very attainable. Right now, I'm not even taking any money out of my account, my trading account. I'm just still growing it. I actually want to have, when it's all said and done, I want to be trading out of, I think I want my E-Trade account. I think I want to probably have a minimum of about $200,000 in there. And then I'm going to get an interactive brokers account, and I'm going to fund that one with another, $30,000, and then get probably a Trade Zero or a Centerpoint Securities where I can get better shorts and fund that one with, $30,000 to $50,000. And then after I do that, then I'll start taking profits after that. Basically every month what I'll do, like say in my E-Trade account, I started with 200,000 and say at the end of the month I make 250, right? Well, I'll take out 50,000, put it into I'll take out 50,000, I'll put 1/3 of that, set it aside into another account for capital gains taxes, and then the other part I will live off of. I will probably start paying off my house or buying a new one. Actually, whenever I actually hit all my goals as far as like my account sizes and my accounts are grown, my first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy a fucking Tesla. That's what I'm going to do. That's going to be my reminder that I fucking made it, that I'm there, you know. So that's Henry wants a Shelby.
Shelby Mustang, baby, 1967. It's my dream car I'm gonna have in hopefully 2 years.
So speaking of taxes, what I'm gonna do here, actually I should have already done it, but I need to do this here in the next week or two, is I'm gonna create a LLC for my trading, a company. I'm gonna be the only employee, and then the reason why I'm doing that is because if you're gonna pay capital gains taxes on this shit, that's 1/3 of your total profits. So let's say you made $30,000, you got to give $10,000 to the government. Well, I found out that you can so you don't have to pay all of that. What you can do is you can, once you get your company, you can get a SEP IRA through your company. And then with that SEP IRA, you can put up to 25% of your profits or up to $50,000. So let's say you made 30 grand, 25% of 30 grand is what, 7,500? Yeah, 7,500. And so then instead of giving the government $10,000, you'd give the government $2,500, and then another 75 goes back into a fund, and then that'll be available, and do that every year, and all that money is going to compound and grow over time, and you'll have a nice little nest egg retirement fund when you're 59 and a half. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And then I also might buy some, me and Henry were also talking about possibly buying some dividend stocks, you know, like some blue chip type stuff, buying some stuff that taking some profits and
consistently pay dividends, you know, monthly or quarterly, year after year. Companies that have been paying consistent dividends for 30 years. So, you know, it's another way to grow an account. But you don't even have to pay attention to it. It just keeps growing, and the dividends keep getting pushed into that account, and just you keep rebuying the stock. And so that's my goal too, is to have a separate account just for stocks that pay dividends. So
I might actually
have a lot of diversity.
Depending on how much money I make, you know, like right now, probably the easiest money I've ever made in my life is through commercial real estate, because I own a couple of buildings, and every month, here we go, we're testing 3. It's gonna hold. Or is it gonna give it up?
It's looking like it's holding.
Woo. That was scary, huh?
Yeah, I had my finger almost was ready to sell.
Same here. Popped right back up.
It's a good sign.
Popped right back up. Anyways, yeah, so with the commercial real estate as opposed to residential real estate, you don't have to deal with I mean, when you do commercial real estate, you're leasing to companies, so they give you a lease payment. You do a triple, you sign up, get up a lease agreement where anything breaks or whatever, they take care of it, and you just get a check every month. You don't do anything. It's been great, actually. But I hear nightmare stories about people with residential that, you know, because you're dealing with people as opposed to companies.
Yeah,
so
maybe, wrong renting from you, it could be a nightmare.
So even though, like, say I was talking about selling my business, if I sell my business, I'm gonna sell my business. Hopefully, I'd love to sell my business, but I'm not selling my real estate because it's just fucking too good of money. It's too easy. Yeah, I'd like to right now. Okay, so my daughter's 2 years old right now, and and I'm actually having, my son is going to be born here in just a couple of days. On Friday, my wife's getting induced. So my goal is by the time my son is 5 years old, I would like to be trading full time 100%. My business is sold, and I still have my property, and so I can basically just trade a couple hours in the morning, be done with it, and then the rest of my day focus on, go work out.
Hey Brian, it just took me out of FCEL. It's rolling over.
I'm watching it.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I'm watching it 100%. Yeah, I'm still short. I probably should have shorted more on that higher low. I don't know why I didn't. Alright, so I am going to put in a sell order in case NTRP doesn't hold up at 296. It's looking weak right here, man. Got a sell order at 296.
I know.
Oh, just took me out.
Yep, I'm out. I had 295.
It might get rebought back up though, man.
Yep, I'm gonna be done with it for a while.
I'm thinking it still comes back later today. I almost wish I didn't sell. I'm gonna rebuy it. I just think it's gonna keep going.
Yeah, could be a fake out here.
Yeah, because sometimes they just dip below VWAP and then they get bought back up and they hold. And I'm really thinking this thing is gonna squeeze out and go higher during power hour.
Yeah, the trend right now, I don't know. I think it could go even lower. So I'm getting out right now and I'm gonna watch it here, but I'm gonna keep my profits. I gave back a little bit, so now I was up 11.28. Now I'm only up $900. So I gave back $228. So I'm gonna stay away from it for a moment.
So I got FCEL up here. FCEL, for those of you who kind of joined delayed, I went over this in the morning. They had earnings today. I had a bad reaction. I was up super early. I actually caught a nice short. I chased it down a little bit. Got in at 294 and at 278. And I took profits at 250, 230s, down at 2. And then I shorted this bounce this morning at 240. And then it put in the higher low right here. Right there. And I should have been shorting more, but that's okay. I'm just going to hold this one. I'm thinking that I'm gonna hold this one. I'm gonna swing it for. I'm gonna try to swing it for a couple days. I think I mean, this thing is. If we look at the daily chart on it, I mean, this thing has come all the way from 25 cents. This huge, parabolic squeeze. It bounced, and then it double topped right here yesterday. Yesterday, me and Henry are buying it. We were buying it yesterday, and then now it's down here at 2. So if it breaks through $2 on the daily chart, that is a key support level, that $2. So if it busts below that $2 on the daily chart, I mean, this thing could really unwind down to $1.50 or even $1 before it starts bouncing again. I mean, that's a key support is that $2. So I'm planning on swinging this one. And I have my average right now is 267. So I got such a good average. I don't have to worry about, this thing coming back on me too hard right now. I mean, it could though. You never know. Every time I think that this thing was done, it always gets bought back up and holds. So we shall see. Other than that, yesterday we traded Invax.
I was just saying, you want to go with that?
Yeah, we'll go over this one before we've already been at this for almost an hour and a half. So, well, yeah, we'll talk about Invax, how we traded it yesterday. Henry did really good on it. I did really bad on it. So this is Friday's price action. It was a gradual grind up. It gapped up a little bit after hours, and then it gapped up a lot in the morning. In the morning, it really started going. Now, I made a really, really bad mistake. I actually tried to short it here at $8, and I was thinking, if you look at the daily, this is where my head was. I was looking at the daily, and I was thinking this $8 was gonna see it had top here, and it had a top in the high 7. So I was thinking that 8 would act as resistance, and it would start to roll over, right, at 8. And I was actually too confident of my thesis, and that turned to be very detrimental because right at $8, whenever I was shorting it, Henry was actually buying it, and he was looking at more of as a potential breakout over 8, and he was right. And I actually rolled back over because this is early in the morning, and I fell asleep or for about 15 minutes. Then I got and checked it, the motherfucker's up at 9. I was like, oh shit. So then I watched the price action, and I actually tried to short some more in the 950s. I tried to add, but there was no shares to short. So since there was no shares to short, I watched it, and then whenever it flushed down, right at the open, when it flushed down right at the open, I covered into that flush. I think I got out in like the 860s. So I lost, I had a pretty big position size though. I lost like 50 cents or 40 cents a share. But then I caught the dip buy on it. I actually was dip buying this at like in the 740s, and then I was selling some up here I sold some here near 8, and then I sold the rest at like 840, I think it was. And then it actually had an amazing squeeze. I mean, I wish I should have had the patience just to hold. Should have just sold like half, and then maybe, as long as it doesn't go back to my entry, just hold the rest of it, because it just filled the gap and it just squeezed up into the power hour and the after hours. And then they did a financing after hours, and then it got fucking destroyed. Super destroyed.
I bought right at the morning when it pulled back the first red candle. I got it at 854. It squeezed up. I sold at 863 because it was getting rejected. And then I waited for the pullback.
Well, okay, hold on. You're talking pre-market, Henry, right?
No, right at the market open.
Okay, so this is on Invax, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Henry bought it. Let me pull up the 1 minute chart so they can get a better idea of how you were. Okay. Oh, no, that's not it. What the hell? Still getting used to the Thinkorswim. Okay, so the 1 minute chart. Here we go. So you bought it at what price?
That first red candle at 854, the very first one of the market open.
Okay, yeah.
And I sold at 863 because it was getting rejected.
Okay.
And then it pulled back, and then my next entry I got right after that lowest red candle. I bought into that green candle at 783.
Okay.
And then I sold at 790. And then it pulled back and was consolidating.
Oh yeah, so Henry was buying it with me. I was buying in the 740s, and then Henry was buying into this strength right here, at 7 what?
I sold at my.
But what price did you buy at?
825, and then I held and I had to sell because I had to go to work, so I sold at 945.
Oh, you're talking about the open, at the market open. You bought at 825. Oh, into this dip near 8. And then you sold into that bounce. And then you bought it again with me after I got in at 740. You got in at what price? At 7 what?
783.
783. So we bought in here. What did you sell at?
940.
Oh, fuck. You held it that long?
Well, I had to go to work, so I just put a sell order in.
Jesus Christ. Motherfucker. You gotta be kidding me, Henry. Nice trade, dude. Leroy wants to know if you ever short.
I don't. It's dangerous. Plus, I have thinkorswim, and you can't really short anything on here.
Yeah. His broker doesn't let him short, and then he sees me experiencing the short pain.
The biggest reason I don't short, and Brian, you said it before, is so I buy, on average, I'm buying $1,000 or 1,000 shares at a crack. So anywhere from $2,000 if I buy $2 stock to $8 stock, $8,000. So that's the most I can lose if it goes to zero, which very rarely is going to happen. And I already have stop losses where I'm mostly lose $500. That's a stop. Where flip side, short, you could get squeezed and keep buying to be short, thinking it's going to finally drop, and then it just squeezes, and could go to the moon. Right, Brian? I mean, you can explain it more because you shorted.
Yes, he is 100% correct. That's happened to me on more than one occasion where you think the stock is overextended, you think that there's no way it can keep going higher, and then you always have to expect the unexpected is basically what it boils down to. And if you don't expect for the unexpected and you don't respect your risk, you don't plan for the worst, then disaster can fucking happen. And I've experienced disaster probably more than one time. Not ultimate disaster, but I did put in a short order on Trill at 383. So I'm hoping it squeezes here.
Me too, because I'm in at 333. I have a sell at 353. Almost got it.
Trill was on my watch list for a buy, too. Fuck.
7,000 shares, so if it hits 353, I'll make another 130 on it.
I didn't buy it. That's okay.
But yeah, Leroy, if I buy 1,000 shares at $2, and I'm gonna risk the $500 on my stop loss. If it hits $500, okay, I'm out. But a lot of shorts think, well, if it squeezes to 250, I'm gonna short some more, so I'll buy another 500 shares, and then it goes to 3. Well, now you're in the hole. You gotta try to buy up your shares, and it's risky, but you can make a lot of money too if you hit the right short. I mean, eventually the stocks do go down. All these stocks that we're trading because they're piece of companies. It's not like you're going to short app or I mean, you could. I don't know. It's just not something I'm interested in, and I'm making good money what I'm doing. So why mess with good things?
I agree. You're doing just fine on the long side, and me being more of a short bias trader, I mean, to me, from watching all the plays, there's more opportunity on the long side because, I mean, these huge moves just happen every day, I think there's more opportunity on the long side. Most people are long bias too. So think about it. If you're a short seller, you're kind of going against what the majority of people want, and the majority of people want is the stocks to go up. But I'm just real cynical about these companies, and I think they're all garbage and shit. And
speaking of NVAX, I'm getting interested. I might be buying it. Squeezed up past VWAP.
Henry's. Oh wow. Yeah. Squeeze off that support.
I think it rejected at VWAP. It passed it. Now it's testing it. The volume's starting to come in a little bit.
Interesting.
Could potentially squeeze to 850. Could get maybe 40 cents. I see a lot of sells at 950. So, but yeah, that's like I said, good. It's a good time to maybe wrap it up.
Yeah, I think. So let's go over the game plan. Are you, or did you stay out of NTRP?
Yeah, I'm all out of it. I got my
Okay.
profits.
So, I originally had my stop loss set at 296. It hit it, but then once it kind of held this a little bit, I bought back in. I'm back in at 299. So, and as long as it stays above the 289, I'm gonna put an order in probably at 280, probably 286 stop loss order. Because if you look at it from, let's look at the 5-minute chart. It's a little bit cleaner. I'm thinking this can be a power hour squeezer today.
Yeah,
So
I'm on market right now. Though if we break 225 or 325 and start squeezing, I'm jumping in. That's the resistance right now that I'm watching. 325 if it breaks that, which it's about to. It looks like.
So hypothetically, right now it spiked up, it pulled back, put in a low here, put in a higher low here. So as long as it hugs this VWAP and it just kind of keeps setting in these higher lows and keeps trending up, I think that we could get a squeeze out later today, closer to power hour. So that's my plan with that one. I'll just put my risk at 287 and then go about my day and just kind of check in on it here and there. I mean, it is kind of coming up right now, but I don't think it's going to go right now because it's kind of moving into midday. I just don't think we'll get a volume push on it. So actually, I may look to, if it sets in a higher low later today, I may look to add back in on my position size down over here close to 3. And then my only other position right now would be FCEL, and they had bad earnings. I'm short from the 260s, and I'm just going to swing this one. So as long as it doesn't hit my entry of 267, I'm just going to hang on to it, and I'm hoping it's going to unwind. $2 is a key support on the daily chart. So if it busts below 2, we could really see some fucking major selling going on with this piece of shit. And I've been watching the stock for so fucking long that I did catch the short on this big red candle, but I mean, for as much time as I put in fucking watching this motherfucker, I really, 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 really want to be there whenever it fucking just completely unwinds hard. Which I was this morning. I caught $1 share of it, almost $1 share. I made most of my money on that. I made all my money on that one in NTRP, but so
I got FOMO on NVAX. I'm in at 811. I'm risking 805.
NVAX. Henry is in at. You're in at 811. So he bought over VWAP. That's pretty common, people to buy over. The stock holds over VWAP. A lot of people will use that as an indicator to buy.
And like I said, I'm risking 805. I got 1,000 shares, and I'm risking $60. I mean, to potentially make it could squeeze to 850. So the risk reward there, risk 60 to make $500. So.
Leroy asked, "Do we use market orders or hard stops?" I always use limit orders. I never ever use market orders because you don't get very good executions on market orders. So like for me, like right now, if I put in a stop, let's say, okay, so for Henry said he's risking 805.
Yep, I got my stop at 805.
So we put a stop loss on a limit order for 805. For me on my NTRP long, I'm gonna risk $2.97. I'm gonna put in a limit order at $2.97. So if it hits that, I get executed. Right in that price. So yeah, so I think that's about it right there. As far as next time we will be in, I think we might be in tomorrow. I definitely won't be on Friday. I definitely won't be on Friday because I'll be having a baby Friday.
Woohoo!
So yeah, I'll be having my son on Friday. But so I think probably tomorrow, as long as I'm gonna go play poker today. As long as I don't play poker too late and I get my ass into bed at a decent time, which I'm gonna do my best to do, then we'll be back tomorrow morning. Most likely we'll be back tomorrow morning. Look at that, NTRP's up at the 320s now. Fuck. I'm telling you, man. I'm calling it right now. I'm saying that NTRP is gonna be a power hour squeezer. That I think we're going to 4 with this stock. I think we're going to 4.
All right.
What do you think? What do you think, Henry? You think NTRP is going to 4?
Yeah, I just bought it 325.
He just bought it 325.
I like that strength. It's my setup. I gotta go with it.
He loves it when these stocks are fucking going up. Loves it. See, that's where I differ from Henry. Is that I could never buy into this candle right here at 325 because I'm so scared of buying the top.
I just sold 500 shares of it, made quick $50.
Okay, so he scalped it.
Seconds.
He just scalped it for a little bit. He bought it 325, sold half of it.
Yeah, so I still got 500 shares left, and I'm gonna just see what that does now. I might hold it with you with your game plan about half hour.
See, my prediction on this thing is it's probably gonna. I don't think it's gonna get through high day right now because I think that we're moving into midday. It's a little bit more. Now I could be wrong because sometimes these things will just squeeze out midday.
Yeah, at 11 o'clock, like before lunch hour.
Exactly. Yeah, where they just fucking volume comes in and they just spew out.
Because they had news, they could pump some more news at 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
They got another grant or some crap, and then it squeezes $2.
But
it's always that.
I'm thinking that this thing gets rejected by 350 or right in here, and then it pulls back and it puts in a higher low, and then it just kind of gradually just does this, and it just keeps just going, grinding up, and then later in the day, grinding up, and then later in the day, it boom, volume comes in later this afternoon, it breaks high day, and it just all the way to 4, and then it goes to 450, and then it goes to 5.
Yep, I'm gonna go take my nap. I'm gonna put my stop loss in so I can't lose on the trade. Probably in the, I think 280, just in case.
Let's be honest, he's gonna go and he's gonna watch Russian porn. Is what he's gonna watch. Just kidding, Henry. Okay.
Hey, I'm a single dude. Do whatever I want.
I'm married and
no one to answer to.
And Pornhub is still a site I visit here and there. Hopefully there's no ladies listening. Uh-oh, look at that. See, I'm fucking wrong. I'm fucking wrong. And I'm happy about being wrong.
I'm glad I got back into it.
There we go. Go, bitch.
Please.
Go, you fucking piece of shit. Sell.
All right. Selling more shares.
Sell.
All right, sold 200. Now I'm down to 300 shares left.
All right, I just sold half. Yes! Woo! Get fucked.
This one was a good one today.
Get fucked. Yep. Yep. Henry alerted us right at the very beginning. We were going over the pre-market watch list, and he's like, look at this one, bitch. Yes, Henry. Yes, motherfucker. Yes. God damn it, it's so fun when they squeeze.
That's why sometimes, Leroy and whoever's still listening, it's hard to walk away from your computer, because you're like, you just never know. You can just squeeze.
Oh. God damn it. I'm so glad I rebought. I would have been so butthurt if it took me out my stop loss and then it just fucking just came back.
Well, remember I said, I'm going to buy if it gets over 325. It did it, so I'm like, screw it. I got back in at 325, and glad I did.
God, that's why. Fucking Henry, I swear to God. I should have been adding with Henry. I'm in at 325, and then the motherfucker just Swear to God, this stock was like listening to you.
Well, that's good. I hope they keep listening to me. But let's see. Well, all right. I got to get taking a nap because I got to get to work here in 2 hours. So now I'm just going to let the hell ride up and hopefully it just...
I'm trying to sell the rest of mine somewhere near 4. So I'm going to hold right here. If we can get a squeeze to 4. Are we going to get a squeeze to 4?
I only got 300 shares left. If it squeezes, I'm going to put a sell in at, anywhere from 390 to 4. I'm taking it.
I'm gonna put it at 389. I don't think we're going to get a squeeze to 4 though. Look at it. It's not even looking really like. It doesn't look like it's. You know what I mean?
On my level 2, I'm starting to see sells at 385, 389, and $4.
I don't know, dude. I don't think it's gonna keep going up.
And a lot of sells at 389.
You know what? If this okay, so if this thing, I might rebuy it again. Actually, if it doesn't keep going right now, and it pulls back and it holds up above VWAP again, then maybe we just add back to our position, and then wait for later in the day for it to squeeze higher in power hour. Or it just rips the 4 right now.
I'm saying, the longer it holds above 350, the better.
I mean,
you said there's no shares to short, so that's good.
That's true.
But it's 10 o'clock, so I gotta get taking my nap. So hopefully I wake up in an hour and.
I'm gonna stay on a little bit longer on the live stream, a little bit longer because this thing is. Did you get in, Leroy? Did you buy some? You just put a happy face out there, man. So yeah, Henry, you can go, man. I'm gonna stay on a little bit longer.
All right, later, everybody.
And so Henry's out. That son of a bitch always buys into strength. He was buying into that strength at 325, and then it seems like he always buys into strength, and they just keep running it. And it feels like for me, when I buy into strength, I just basically buy the top. So I always buy pullbacks. I can't buy into strength like he does. I don't know how he fucking does it, but he does it. I notices at around 1:30 or 2 thinks, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Usually the first 2 hours and the last 2 hours of the day are the best times to trade. That's why I didn't think, since we're moving into midday right now, that's why I didn't think this thing could rip past high a day and keep going. Is because we're moving into midday, and I just didn't think it would get a volume push. But I mean, the stocks do whatever the hell they want, and right now it is trying to break 375. If it gets to 390, I'm going to be selling. I'm not going to hold too much. There it goes, over 375. We're over 375, 377. It's looking kind of toppy up here, though. I mean, it got over 375, but it's not really looking super strong. Needs more volume. There we go, 370. So we hit a high of 380. So I'm going to put in a sell order at 389. I don't think it'll get there, though. Gonna get some extension. Look at that. All right, I'm putting the order in at 389. Let's go. Come on. Change order. Maybe I'll just sell it at 380. Should I just sell it at 380? Come on, give me. Fuck it, I'm out at 380. See if I get. All right, I took it all off at 380. I didn't. I wanted 389, but it just doesn't look like it's gonna go. Looks pretty toppy up here, and I made really good money on it. So fantastic. Yep. So I made almost 2,000 on the day. That was a great live stream. That was fun. We'll be back tomorrow. Right now, and I'm still up 700 on my FCEL short right now. So look at that one. Look at that. So yeah, we're looking, if it probably bounce. Hopefully, what I would love to see this thing go sideways around 2 and then dump off after hours or tomorrow. So I'm gonna swing this FCEL. It's looking pretty good right now. Trill just dumping. Rejected by 350. I'll leave that one alone. Anyways, I think we're done for right now. We'll be back tomorrow. Be back tomorrow. It's a great live stream. Had fun. You guys be well. And we'll see you guys mañana. Mañana.